So my name is Jonathan Wimberley. I'm 27 years old. I am a drug addict and alcoholic. I came through Solstice 3.5 years ago, and it completely changed my life. I wanted something different, and everybody loved on me, and they gave me something different that my 16 other treatment centers didn't.
My name is Jay Foose. I came through Solstice about 3 years ago. First year and a half, Solstice was like my second home, and this place is still my home. I'm an alcoholic, drug addict, I'm a member of recovery. Solstice met me where I was at, and that was the first time anyone had ever done that before. I found my family here. Like, these people are my family. This is my second home. When I come back here, it's like I never left.
My name's David Johnson, and I came through Solstice on January 24th, 2017. You see, as a person of color, recovery or access to the tools of recovery have not historically been provided. The minute it was known that I identified that need, the true need that Solstice serves, I was told to get here.
Solstice, they loved me just the way that I was. They wanted to see me do better than I was doing. But they also loved the pieces about me that I hated about myself. And they loved on it so the pain would go away. They walked with me through the process, the entire process.
Pretty much everyone had given up on me. I didn't have anyone at that point. I'd never trusted anyone before, and I'd never let anyone get close to me. And it was the first time I was allowed to do that, so.
The staff would pull me aside if they saw I was struggling. While there is staff and there are clients, we're all here together, continuing growth in our recovery as one unit.
You know, these guys are walking into the hardest time of their life, whether they're awake to it or not. So they get to work through all the real life stuff here.
I by far was not alone in knowing what it was to be miserable, or to lose everything, or to almost die, to wake up handcuffed in hospitals, and to yet turn your life around.
They were honest with me about themselves. They told me everything about themselves, which nobody at a treatment center, nobody at a hospital had ever done before. And this provided me with a community, it provided me with a family that I didn't have at the moment.
These are real relationships. I think that realness, that veracity is the key to what the staff provided for me and continues to provide. What I found here at Solstice was a thoughtful, focused, yet quite strategic plan for each person to get through the 12 steps in an intimate, personal way.
So I did like different sorts of therapy they brought in for me. Trauma therapy that they were able to bring in just like specifically for me because they knew that's what I needed at the time. The open door policy probably saved my life for a while. The people that have gone through here are the most important people in my life. The people I met 3 years ago here are still my best friends.
The open door policy that we have is, if you're an alumni from here, you're allowed out here.
I've a number of times appeared here and plugged back in with this life force, this gift of God that is present here at the ranch at Solstice. The fact that these doors at Solstice are open for us to come back, I think has saved more lives than anyone could even count.
I never felt like an outcast here like I had my entire life. I do a lot of unity activities. I think what the activities that we do here allowed me to do was, like, when I showed up, I had been in isolation for like 5 years. They kind of allowed me to be myself. Like, we specifically tailored our events, you know, towards who was in the house right now.
We're all in this thing together. We're like a band of brothers. I believe that these guys are making friends, mentors that they'll have for the rest of their life. I truly believe that whenever they come through here. To actually be engaged in, like, dude, I'm having a ton of fun here, is huge. It's what holds us together. And the guys hanging out together, going on outings together, suffering together, working out together, all that stuff is absolutely crucial to it.
Cole always says that if recovery wasn't going to be fun, he wouldn't do it. That's something that Solstice teaches that I don't hear everywhere. But the spirit of Solstice Recovery Foundation never changes. The spirit here at the mothership never changes.
The gratitude I have that a place like this actually exists. To anybody who's out there suffering from drug addiction, it's a breath of fresh air.
I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Solstice, for sure.
I do not think I'd be alive today without Solstice.
Solstice is about restoring life, restoring vibrancy and joy and happiness to life.